Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my Me, Myself, and I project. If you're not familiar with this project, I will be linking the playlist up at the I for you and the prompt list in the description box. Anyways, I'm going to start with prompt number 24, and it is home away from home. For me, home away from home is my parents' home. I consider it always to be home. Since I was a little girl, wherever my parents are, that's home for me. So I created a collage and I thought it would be fun to do an interactive element. So I trimmed off some of my page, and that way I can add my collage and right underneath it my journaling. And I thought it would be fun to stamp home right above it. I have so many home stamps. So I just literally went through my stamps, found this one from Studio Calico, and then I'm going to grab an ephemera pack from Feed Your Craft and add something right in the center of my collage. So I end up grabbing this really pretty embellishment from that pack. It was like in this really pale blue, and it said get cozy, and I'm always cozy at mom and dad's house. So I went with it. I'm just gonna end up sticking that down right in the center of my collage. And I wanted to add something underneath my journaling. I thought first that I would use an embellishment to bring in color, but then I was like, you know what? I have so many home stamps, so maybe I should just stamp a little house, and I can fill out the house in blue to match my embellishment. And, I get to use my stamps and kind of be more creative. So I really love how this turned out. I grabbed a Feed Your Craft stamp, stamped the house, stamped the inline or the inside of the house in blue, add a little puffy sticker that says happy right here. And that's going to give me a good spot to stamp my prompt. I also really wanted to bring in some more colors. So I thought I would go ahead and create my own background. It's a simple one. I'm literally just using a mini heart stamp. I'm stamping it in blue all over the place. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And then I'm going to grab some dots and stamp them in black just to fill out those empty spots. I really love how that turned out, and I will grab my number stamp and stamp 24 right next to my stamped house and call prompt number 24 done. So prompt number 25 is bad habits. I know I have a few bad habits, but one of them that actually upsets me but I never change is wearing socks with holes. Yes, I am airing my dirty laundry. I just feel like I don't need to throw it right now. If the hole gets really big, yes. But if they're tiny holes, what's the big deal? I wear them at home. It's not a big deal. So anyways, the problem is my husband always says, one day you're going to end up going to the hospital with holes in your socks and then you can't cover that up, So anyways, I decided to just snap a photo of like where I stand with my socks. And I did my whole 3 collage of the same photo. So the 3 pieces create the photo. Just like to do this every once in a while. I think it's fun. And I'm going to be using my alpha stamps to stamp holes in the socks. Yes, because that's how it is in this household. And I actually remembered that I have a really old Kelly Perky stamp set. It's kind of like a wardrobe stamp set. And it said, you never go out of style. I thought that was funny. So I'm going to end up stamping that right over my socks. So we're not my socks, like the word socks. And I just I think I ended up using different stamp sets from the Paper Person and Kelly Perky. I know the socks stamp, the one I stamped out, is from the Paper Person. Also in that wardrobe stamp set from Kelly Perky, there's a stamp that says what I wore, and I end up stamping that on some white paper. I'm going to trim it out and add it as an embellishment to my photo. And above that, I'm going to stamp my prompt number 25 using the Big Sur stamp set from the Paper Person's shop. I'm trying to keep my spreads simple. just because I'm coming to the end. I want to make sure I document everything. I want to make sure I finish my project. So I'm not putting way too much effort. And like, I don't know, like prompt number 25, I didn't feel like I needed to add any journaling or anything like that. I just thought it was funny and I went with it. You know, when I feel like I need to journal, I will, but some prompts I don't feel like I have to. Now that I'm done with prompt number 25, I can move on to prompt number 26, which was best thing about you. So I had a few things that I wanted to document, and I really wanted to use some of my pattern paper. This came in my paper person shop. It was a 12 by 12, so I trimmed it down. I'm using the A side and the B side from that paper, and I'm gonna create like a little layering behind my strip of photos. Once I do that and stick down my photo, I'm gonna grab my Apollo Feed Your Craft Alpha stamps, and I want to stamp me, myself, and I, kind of like going down my strip of photos. I don't know why I felt like I needed to stamp me, myself, and I throughout my album or my notebook. I really also felt like this prompt was a good time to do that, so I end up stamping me, myself, and I. And then I'm going to end up like using smaller alphas as little titles for each photo because I want to journal about the good things about me. See, so the bad things I don't journal, but the good things I'm all for it. I don't mind journaling about what is good about me. So the first one is loyal. I am a loyal person to friends, to family, to everybody really. I feel like if I give my word, I'm on it. I'm responsible, I'm loyal, and that's a good thing about me. My nails and hands, I get so many compliments about my nails and hands. So I thought that was, something to document. Being a good mom, I believe I'm a good mother. I think any mother who is there for her kids and tries her hardest is a good mother. So I'm going to be documenting that as well. Now, I ended up using that little pointer thing that I've been using a lot throughout my project, so I can point to my photos, and I will end up journaling, but you'll see that at the end of the video once I share my photos. I want to bring in some color to my strip of photos, so I end up using these puffy stickers from Feed Your Craft. I add a few here and there. I'll grab a stamp set that says, like, I think it said self love and reflection and things like that. So I want to stamp it. I wish I stamped it on the wood grain pattern than the floral pattern because you can't really see it, but I guess it's not a big deal. I will finish up prompt number 26 with my circle stamp from Studio Calico. I'm going to stamp 26, punch it out, and add it to my layers. I think I decided at some point that I wanted to add more of that florally pattern, and I just felt like there was a lot on the opposite side, like a lot of white space. So I just grab a tiny strip and I'm gonna end up adding that, and then I call that layout done. Let's move on to prompt number 27, which is to document your partner. I love this photo of my husband and I. We got to go on a date night and stay out really, really late, which we rarely do. It was so much fun, and I just wanted to document this photo. So anyways, what I ended up doing is backing up my photo with this really pretty polka dot black and white pattern paper, and I'm gonna use this stamp set. Well, I already stamped them out. I always stamp out flowers and leaves and things like that and put them in little baggies just in case I need them. And this worked out perfectly. This is a stamp set from Everyday Explorers, and I had them ready already. So I went with it, and I'm gonna use them to create a border between my journaling and my photo. Now, my journaling, at first I thought I would just journal on a piece of paper, cut them into strips, and add my journaling to the side. And I do that, but I end up doing it on a 3x4 card that had pink strips. I trimmed those out and add them to the side of my photo, and it looked so good. You won't see me do this in the video because I end up figuring this out later and you will see them in the photos at the end of the video, but I really like how it turned out. I also grabbed a stamp set from Studio Calico. It's all about documenting the people you love. So I stamped all about us. I'm going to stamp our story on a pink label, and I stamped my person on some white paper, and I'm going to use it as an embellishment next to my photo. I'll also be stamping the prompt number on white paper and trimming that out. I used a Feed Your Craft stamp set for that. I wanted to change it up. I did the circle so many times. I just felt like it would look cooler if I changed it up a little bit. So I stamp it, I stamp Happy Times, trim it out, and use it as another embellishment and another layer to my photo. That's about it, you guys. I am done with prompt number 27. I will be working on the last few prompts of this project in my Sunday live. So if you want to see how I wrap this up, definitely check out my Sunday lives. It's going to be on January 31st, 2021 at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm going to be trying to finish up this project, and hopefully I do. But anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.